The strings emphasize the majorness.
Before journeying to Atlantis, we wanted to let you know that we were able to film and edit this video thanks to our Patreon. Since we are unable to monetize any of our React videos uploaded to this channel, it is our Patreon that provides us the funding to continue making our channel bigger and better. We have a lot of interesting and exclusive content uploaded to our Patreon, which includes uncut reactions to this song, reactions to Japanese releases, live stages, games, and more. Now let's get this reaction started and follow SHINee deep.
This is SHINee again. Ooh.
You are now reacting to the boy group SHINee and the title track Atlantis, off of their 2021 Atlantis repackaged
I feel like we're in
album.
the same grocery store where you bought the hot sauce.
Right?
This first frame is so weird. It looks like it should be in like a aquarium shop or a pet store, but it has cereal. And the font is really disorienting. Let's go!
It's a very cool font.
The song compares falling in love to journeying into an unknown territory and gravity pulling you into a place where you can't escape. The more deeply you dive into the ocean, the stronger your love grows. This song is composed by Matt Thompson, Max Graham, James F. Reynolds, Gabrielle Brandes, Britt Poles, Angelina Larson, Changmo, and Yu Young Jin.
Changmo?
Yeah.
Changmo? What are you doing here? Damn. Okay, Changmo.
Atlantis.
I like. Oh, that onset is very clean. I like it.
Is that two of them?
Ooh, nice hermeticism. Isolated vocals. Layered on. Wow, what a great growth.
God.
His voice is very, very unique. Very unique. Oh, nice.
Oh!
Major one.
The strings emphasize the majorness.
So much charisma. All of them have so much charisma.
SHINee is so good at this. Oh my god.
Oh,
C major?
Dorian versus natural minor.
Is it?
It does Dorian first, and then does natural minor.
Ooh.
See, this is, yes. Yes.
Nice. This song seems really hard to sing. Oh my gosh. He's almost intoning that rapping. It was like almost in pitch. Wow, that intonation's crazy. Because the first time it's a half step in between them, the next time it's a whole step. Changes. That's crazy.
Those, yeah, very brittle string sounds so good.
Yeah.
That's a sentence I never thought I
Well,
would
there's
say.
something so satisfying about major, major, major.
Hey, there we go. So I already know the song's about to be over, and it makes me really sad. But I want to listen to it again. It's magic.
His voice is really good.
They had that orchestra hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, boom, boom. But it's Tom-ish.
Yeah.
Solid outro. Whoa.
That guitar is so sexy.
Ooh. Wow. Da-da.
Whoa.
That was
So it ends on a 4?
That is so good. Boo-da-boom. Boo-da-boom. It actually kind of matches up, yeah. Is that like a fish going like?
No, it's just like when you like have like a good sip of wine and you're like,
Ah. Dang, this was This was so good. Really good bounce.
Vocally
I love how
clean.
it started off, clean vocals, and then right before we got into the verse, like maybe 2 or 3 beats, they layered on a bunch of vocal harmonies, and that just had like a huge growth of sound.
I think that's what
and
they
then
do
boom.
that's different from everybody else.
Yeah.
If I had to say what Shiny was, this is Shiny.
Shiny
like,
is back.
their genre is literally Shiny. Like, I don't know what to call this.
That's funny.
Like, SpongeBob,
It did give
Tomish,
SpongeBob vibes.
Michael Jackson, like.
SpongeBob, Michael Jackson, and Tomish all had a baby. Okay, never mind. That's weird.
What about the chorus melody makes you think it's difficult to sing?
So there are kind of 2 parts to that. The first thing is where it sits in the register. Sort of that area for baritones and younger voices is definitely not easy to sort of have clean onsets for. The second thing, and more importantly, is the intervals in between each of those pitches. The fact that you're able to navigate through your passaggio in order to get to those, but also you're able to sing each of those descending lines with a very like short period of time. And the fact that the first time it's a half step, it's a D to C sharp, to I think the afterward was a B or a B. And then the second time was a D to a C to a B or B flat. I can't remember which one. The fact that you can have the different intervals for each one, yet still maintain the integrity of the intonation is really impressive.
I mean, even for a tenor, like, I think what makes it difficult is that you're in falsetto at the beginning and then it's a descending melody line. So the tendency is always going to be to go flat because you're releasing into the chest voice. And I would dare say it's even harder because this is a recording. It's pretty hard to record that and get it right. I mean, of course, there's always ways to help the voice in recording, but based on the tonality and the timbre we hear here, that I doubt that happens. Like, most of what you hear is what you would get live. Their voices are incredible.
And what did you guys like about the instrumental?
I like how rhythmic it is. Of course, there was percussion, but a lot of the instruments like drove it along.
And then there was that one part, I think, in the second verse where there was just like a prolonged couple measures of 8th note syncopations.
They used like upbeats. They kept on using da 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 da. But before that, and like for most of throughout this whole song, it's so like downbeat oriented for the most part. And it's just like grooving so hard, like that feel. But at that one part, they kept on using, like building energy using the upbeats. So that was cool.
I think just using like the MIDI strings and the really deep bass, it gives it like a underwater vibe.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they're trying to go for.
Is there like a technical term for that sound?
It's like guitar mute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, specifically the guitar or like the synth?
Oh, the
bass in the
synth.
chorus?
In the chorus.
Oh, in the chorus.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Oh, well, both actually stood out to me. Like the texture just felt like really thick and deep from the bottom for the chorus because of like the synth. It sounded like and that kind of reminded me of like a whole ocean vibe.
Do you hear what we're talking about?
Yeah. They layered a bunch of things. Like just by listening, I can hear at least 4 layers. Like there's a sub bass, so which makes like, oh, there seems like a lot of octaves. And then there's like a saw wave thing, because that can make the thing stand out. Because if it's all round, then you cannot really hear it. So they double it just to make that stand out. And also the pluck thing. Everything is pretty standard, other than the arpeggiation thing, because that kind of represents like the deep waters.
I feel like this one did feel a bit different from the other like boy groups in terms of like intensities. Like I feel like the other ones I've seen are like really intense with like lots of just like energy buildups with big drops and everything. But I noticed that in this one there weren't like things like that. But I still enjoyed it. It was like, I think because of this whole ocean theme and the music went along with that. Yeah.
it has all the qualities. It sounds like it should be a solid shiny B-side, but it somehow goes beyond it. I feel like this is a total contrast to Don't Call Me, where in Don't Call Me, they create a very complicated and twisty experience. This one, they're just like, okay, we gave you that, now we're gonna give you the most straightforward song that still has some interesting things to chew on. Like every time the chorus hits, I'm always shocked by
The C sharp.
the C sharp, but that too. But it's the lack of transition. How they just go straight into the chorus. I don't feel like sure the pre-chorus gives some usual tension, but there isn't like that moment where, you know, things go quiet, like, and then boom, there's a drop. Even for like an upbeat song like this, I'm used to something like that. Like almost like the girls say hallelujah and the Uptown Funk gonna get you, and they let it, that tension. There's not much of that. And yet I'm totally okay with it because it feels like, you know what it feels like? Maybe it's with the music video. It feels like a splash of water on my face.
Sure.
When they go into the deep, deep, deep. And then I like how when they do the C natural version, the bass is C. Yeah, the first time I heard that, I heard the bass go to C and I'm like, oh, like just like 2 seconds before it actually happened, I'm like, are they actually gonna sing it in natural minor? And they did. And there's a lot of moments where I felt like I could anticipate things, but yet things happen so quickly that I couldn't quite formulate them yet, and they happen. And so the game that the song played with me,
Game is afoot.
yes, was really, really great.
I thought it was so playful. It was so fun, like it's just a cheerful, interesting, happy tune that kind of makes it sound like it's like this. But no, it was interesting, and just I enjoyed listening to it. I enjoyed all the timbres. I really liked how the percussion felt, and then also how the syncopations in the rhythm section, high rhythm section instruments kind of played with the percussion.
I will say, they do the thing in the pre-chorus that every song does nowadays, where they go into the major third, the modal mixture, in a minor song.
So it goes C major, B minor 7 to E major. Yes!
But what I liked in the first verse, I don't think appeared in the second verse, but that's cool because it's different. But the first verse, there were some strings. After it went into major third, they played some other notes from the E major scale, almost validating it in a way that just played with my ears a little more. And I really like that.
Yeah, clean. Clean. Clean.
Clean.
Tasty, you know? Good wine.
This is just such an earworm, so catchy. I'm definitely listening to this more. It's so good.
You finish each other's.
Sandwiches. Hey, Rafi, that's what I was gonna say.